first play from scrimmage.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Coleman, he's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Here we go, here we go. 180!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And the starting crew now for San Francisco.
And everyone always tells me the fullback is leaving the game, and then I say, hold it a second. What about Kyle Juszczyk? Two-time Pro Bowler, maybe the best all-around fullback in the game for his ability to block, catch, and occasionally run the football inside.
Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense against the pass. Just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
They went with a dime look on defense. Two extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Let's go, defense.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And the Niners receivers get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now it's Rosen. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Rosen. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Check, check, walk 54, walk 54. Check, 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 check.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. A check on the numbers for Kenyon Drake last week. 12 carries, 53 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rosen. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
To throw is Rosen. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And what they do know is they'll be playing at home come January, at least for one game, as they've locked up the NFC West. You'd love those top 2 slots, obviously, but 3 and 4, historically, really not that bad of a place to be.
No, because you're hosting. All right, you're at home, and you guarantee yourself that by winning your division the first round for sure. And the other part I look at is, you and I were just talking about the NFC West. That's a tough division to win.
Yeah, typically tough year in, year out, whether you're looking in recent memory or way back in memory. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I got you.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
An update from Denver. The Broncos have taken the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Coleman on first down, and he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go. 180.
Mike Clark forward. And let's get that ball. Yeah, let's get that ball right here.
To throw is Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Here we go. 180.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
On first down, Coleman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the play fake to McKinnon, it's Garoppolo. Now he's got it. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. He's got it, and they'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. That time a 6-play drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.